Imagine sitting with friends at a cafe, laughing at their stories, but only ordering a glass of water. Not because you are broke, but because you made a promise to yourself. Live on just $22 a week. That's what one young man decided to do. While prices of food, gas, and rent are climbing everywhere, he set out to prove something different, that life isn't always about how much money you spend, but how smartly you use it. Most people today spend hundreds of dollars a week without thinking. We swipe cards, tap phones, and order takeout like it's nothing. But he wanted to see how far $22 could take him and what lessons about money and life he might discover along the way. This is not just a video about saving money. It's about choice, creativity, and redefining what enough really means. He is a 26-year-old graduate student living in a busy city. He has friends, a social life, and even a smartphone like everyone else. But he also has one big worry: money. Rent was rising. Grocery bills felt heavier every month, and student loans were waiting in the background. He looked at his bank account one evening and thought, if I keep spending like this, I'll never get ahead. That was the night he started his $22 a week challenge. But here's what makes him different. He didn't do it because he was desperate. He did it because he was curious. He wanted to test how little he could live on without feeling poor. Could he cut out waste and still enjoy life? Could he prove that money doesn't always equal happiness? For him, the challenge became a game. Instead of worrying about what he couldn't buy, he focused on what he could create. He wasn't running away from life. He was designing a new way to live it, one where freedom mattered more than things. To understand why his $22 a week challenge matters, we need to look at the world around us. Across many countries, the cost of living has been rising fast. Groceries are more expensive than they were just a few years ago. Everyday items now take up a bigger slice of the paycheck. In the United States, the average person spends about $273 a week on food alone, according to government data. Compare that to his $22, and the difference is shocking. And it's not only food. Rent in big cities has hit record highs. Gas and electricity bills are heavier than before. Even small things like coffee to go or streaming subscriptions slowly drain money without people noticing. This isn't the first time people have had to adjust. In many parts of the world today, people already live on far less and find creative ways to make it work. So his $22 challenge is more than just a personal experiment. It reflects a bigger question that many are asking right now. How do we survive or even thrive when everything costs more? His story shows one answer, not by earning more, but by rethinking how we spend. The rules of his $22 strategy. Living on $22 a week sounds impossible at first. But he built a set of personal rules that turn this challenge into something fun instead of painful. These rules weren't about cutting joy out of life. They were about seeing life differently. Here's how he did it. 1. The anchor item principle. Instead of buying random groceries, he picked one cheap, filling food each week as his anchor. Some weeks it was rice. Other weeks it was oats or lentils. Everything else he ate was built around that one item. This made shopping simple, and it meant nothing in his kitchen went to waste. 2. Reverse grocery shopping. Most people write a list and then shop. He did the opposite. First, he walked around the store, checked discounts, and grabbed whatever was cheapest that week. That way, his meals were based on deals, not cravings. It forced him to be creative, like turning discounted vegetables into soups, stir-fries, or stews. 3. Digital minimalism. Subscriptions are sneaky. $10 here, $15 there, and suddenly half your budget is gone. He canceled them all. Instead, he used free apps from the library, YouTube for workouts and entertainment, and even free podcasts for learning. He realized most of the things he paid for before were available at no cost if he searched a little. 4. Micro-socializing. Going out with friends can destroy a budget fast. Instead of saying no, he suggested alternatives. He hosted $5 dinner nights at home, where everyone brought one cheap ingredient to cook together. Sometimes they swapped books or clothes instead of buying new. His friends actually liked these nights better, less noisy, more fun, and much cheaper. 5. Hidden city resources. He learned to spot free opportunities in the city. Gyms offered free trials. Universities hosted talks with free snacks, and co-working spaces gave out free coffee. Parks, libraries, and community centers became part of his weekly routine. The city was full of value. You just had to look for it. 6. Secondhand first. Before buying anything, he asked, "Can I borrow it? Can I get it secondhand? Can I swap for it?" This stopped a lot of impulse purchases. Clothes came from thrift stores, gadgets from online swaps, and books from neighbors. Buying new quickly became his last option, not his first. 7. Treating it like a game. Most importantly, he made the challenge playful. Every week he tracked how much under $22 he could go. Some weeks, he only spent $18. It gave him a sense of pride. Instead of feeling restricted, he felt like he was winning. These rules didn't just cut costs. They changed how he saw money. Instead of chasing more, he learned to enjoy enough. And strangely, by spending less, he felt he had more control and more freedom. Then, the idea behind it. Most people struggle with money not because they don't earn enough, but because of how the brain reacts to spending. Buying new things gives us a quick rush of happiness. Scientists call it a dopamine hit. Advertisers know this, which is why we see endless ads online, pushing us to click buy now. But he flipped this idea on its head. Instead of chasing joy through spending, he treated saving like a game. Every dollar he didn't spend became a small victory. Each week he made it under $22, he felt like he had beaten the system. That sense of control gave him more satisfaction than shopping ever did. He also changed how he looked at scarcity. Most people see less as a loss. He saw it as freedom. With fewer choices, he had less stress. Meals were simple, routines were clear, and money no longer controlled him. The best part? He started to feel richer while spending less. The challenge made him realize that happiness isn't about the number in your account, but the mindset you bring to it. What makes his $22 a week journey even more interesting is that it connects to ideas from around the world. Different cultures have their own ways of living with less, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. In Japan, there is a practice called chindogu, finding clever, low-cost solutions to everyday problems. People take pride in being creative instead of spending more. In Sweden, there's the idea of lagom, which means just enough. It's about balance, not too much and not too little. In Denmark, many embrace hygge, which is about simple pleasures like candles, warm drinks, and time with friends, things that don't cost much at all. Even on social media, young people are starting to share no-spend challenges and minimalist living diaries. Millions watch these videos, not because they want to be poor, but because they want more control and less stress. So, his $22 challenge wasn't just a personal experiment. It was part of a bigger, global movement toward conscious living. Around the world, people are discovering that less spending can often lead to more joy. After a few months of living on $22 a week, the results surprised even him. First, he saved money faster than he expected. In just 6 months, he had over $1,000 put aside, money that would have slipped away on snacks, streaming, and random shopping. Second, his health improved. Because he was cooking simple meals at home, he ate less junk food and drank less soda. His body felt lighter, and he had more energy. Third, his mindset changed. Spending less didn't feel like punishment anymore. It gave him confidence. He realized he didn't need to chase every new thing to feel good. You may not live on exactly $22 a week, but you can try a smaller version of his challenge. Start with a low-spend week. Give yourself a set amount, maybe $30 or $40, and see how creative you can get. The goal is not to punish yourself. It's to notice where your money usually goes and what you can cut without losing happiness. Even 1 week of this experiment can reveal your money leaks and save you more than you think. It's not about living with less forever. It's about learning that you can. His $22 a week challenge was never really about the money. It was about control, freedom, and discovering what enough truly means. While most of us chase bigger paychecks or new gadgets, he proved that happiness can come from spending less, not more. Wealth isn't just about what you earn, but about how you use what you have. You may never try living on $22, but even small steps toward mindful spending can change your life. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.